Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We can find money tips, tricks, guides to help you in your world journey. In today's video, we're going to be going over heart rune gems, what they are, how to obtain them, how to craft them, and how to get prepared for them for the upcoming brimstone update that's happening in October. So, what heart rune gems are essentially is just the ultimate ability that you're able to equip to your character, and what that does is it gives you a fourth ability you're able to use, a pretty strong ability. And I made a little slideshow. Shout out to New World Database for providing the information for us. So I made a little slideshow right here going over each one. I just want to go over them with you guys and show you the abilities and how to craft them, how to get ready so you can collect these materials now, so that way when the update drops you're able to just hit the ground running. So we start here with the heart rune of STORMFORM. It says it hardens yourself with the layers of stone, cleansing all crowd control debuffs and granting immunity to both stagger and crowd control debuffs for 5 seconds. To craft this, you're going to need a tier 2 stone cutting table, 7.5 coins, 8,000 Lazarus material, and that's just to craft the miner. You can also get it from a drop from Chartis, which is the boss at the end of Lazarus. He has a chance to drop it as well. And to get the major, you're gonna need the miner, of course. You're gonna need 25 ring stones, 5,000 umbral shards, 5 corrupted lodestone. And with the major, it gives you an ability called Fortifying Form. Damage absorption is increased by 10% while active. And then you have option to, depending on what material you're willing to gather, be able to craft 3 different versions of legendaries, which gives you the ability from the major, and it gives you a second trait. So for the greater, for the greater heart rune of STORMFORM, it gives you hardened form, which you gain an additional 10% damage absorption for 5 seconds per hit taken, and it can stack up to 30% max. For this one, you're going to need the major. You're going to need 10 wooden coins, which I'm not sure how to get. I think it's somewhere in Brimstone area. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out and let you guys know. And then 50 vials of suspended Azoth. You get 25 runes to craft this. For the next one, it's going to be Mending Form. Heal for 75% heart rune damage per second while active, but outgoing damage is reduced by 20%. So this one's probably good for healers since they don't do much damage anyways. They'll be able to heal themselves for 75% of the heart rune damage per second. That's pretty good. This one you're going to need, same thing, the major, you're going to need the wooden coins, you're going to need 3 gypsum orbs, 25 rune stones, and 10 emerald gypsum. Let's move on to the brutal. And for these legendaries, you're going to need also a tier 3 stone cutting table and 3,000 coins. So you want to make sure you're stocked up on cash if you're low on cash right now. This one costs 5,000 just alone, then 3,000, 3,000. And that's some money making guides if you guys want to check those out. So for this one, we're going to need the major, the coins again. We're going to need 10 ruby gypsums, 25 rune stones, and 10 garnet gypsum. And it gives you the ability Unstable Form. STORMFORM explodes when it expires or when you press the HEARTGEM ability input again, dealing 200% heart rune damage within a 3-meter radius, but its duration is reduced by 2 seconds. So it seems like with this ability, before you pop it, you're going to want to make sure you're close to the enemy, because it's only a 3-meter radius, so you want to make sure you're close enough so that you get that damage in. I think that does it for the stone form. Let's move on to the next one. Minor Heart Rune of Grasping Vines. Summon vines around you that deal 1,000 or 100% heart rune damage and root your enemies within a 4-meter radius for 3 seconds. Oh, so not only does it deal 100% heart rune damage, it roots them for 3 seconds. That's nice. Let's see. To craft it, we're going to need, same thing, the tier 2 table, 7.5 coin, 8,000 Genesis materia, and you can get this also from a boss drop from Marl the Caretaker. He has a chance to drop it as well. And then to get the major, we're going to need the miner again, 25 rune stones, and we're going to need 5,000 umbral shards, 5 corrupted lodestone. And with the ability you get from the major from this one is going to be Enfeebling Vines, which inflicts weaken on successful hits, reducing the target's damage by 20% for 8 seconds. And then same thing, depending on what kind of material you're willing to gather, you could get a second trait. So for the cunning, the second trait you're going to be able to get is Leeching Vines, which heals you for 20% of your damage done to rooted targets. For the Stalwart Heart Rune of Grasping Vines, you're going to get Resilient Vines, which gains 45 on activation, increasing damage absorption by 20%, but reducing outgoing damage by 20% for 5 seconds. And then for the Brutal, you're going to get Rending Vines, which inflicts rend on successful hits, reducing the target's damage by 20% for 5 seconds, but also reducing your stamina regeneration by 50% for 5 seconds. Oh, this one's really nice. So you're able to get a 20% rend, but your stamina regen is reduced by 50%. So that'd be good for DPS. And then for these ones, you're going to make sure you have enough coin, because this one costs 5,000, 3,000, 3,000. And then same thing, you're going to need the major, the coins, the 50 vials of suspended azoth, 1,000 thorny vines for the cunning. And then for the stalwart, you're going to need major, the 10 wooden coins, the 3 gypsum, 1,000 thorny vines, again, 10 emerald gypsums. For the brutal, you're going to need 10 garnet gypsum, 1,000 thorny vines, 10 ruby gypsum, the wooden coins, and the major. Sums it up for the grasping vines. Let's move on to the next one. Minor Heart Rune of Dark Ascent. Fly up into the air, then plummet back down to the ground, staggering and dealing 100% heart rune damage within a 3-meter radius. Press the HEARTGEM ability or basic attack input while hovering to trigger the fall immediately. And then same thing, tier 2 stone cutting table, 7.5 coin, 8,000 tempest materia. You're gonna need a lot of materia, so you're gonna want to grind out those dungeons as quickly as possible and just start getting that materia from the weapons you don't need. It's a drop from Isabella too, you have a chance to get it from her. And then for her major ability, or major heart rune, it's Leeching Fall. You heal for 100% of the damage done. For this one, you're going to need the minor, 25 runes, 5,000 umbral shards, and 5 corrupted lodestone. The second trait you're able to get on the cunning is Crippling Fall. Inflicts slow on successful hits, reducing the target movement speed by 30% for 4 seconds. And then for that one, you're going to need the major, the 10 coins, 10 wooden coins, the 50 vials of azoth, and 5,000 feathers. Brutal Heart Rune of Dark Ascent. For this one, it gives you Empowered Fall. Successful hits deal 150% heart rune damage, but no longer stagger. So it doesn't stagger the enemy. And then for this one, you're going to need the major. You're going to need the 10 wooden coins, the 10 ruby gypsum, 5,000 feathers, 10 garnet gypsum. Stalwart Heart Rune of Dark Ascent. Fortifying Fall. Gain Fortify on successful hit, 3 hit max. Increasing damage absorption by 10%, but reducing outgoing damage by 10% for 5 seconds per hit. So I'm guessing if you hit 3 enemies with this ability, then you get 30%. If I'm reading that right. Damage absorption. Could be reading that wrong, but that's how I read it. And for this one, you're going to need the major, the 10 wooden coins, the 3 gypsum, the 5,000 feathers, and 10 emerald gypsum. So this one's actually not bad to get. Move on to the next one. Minor Heart Rune of Detonate. Minor Heart Rune of Detonate. Charge yourself with an explosive energy for 3 seconds and then detonate, dealing 100% heart rune damage within a 5-meter radius. That sounds really cool. You're going to need tier 2 stone cutting table again, 7.4 coins, 8,000 Ined materia. So this is the new dungeon. You're going to need that material from there. Or you can get it from a drop, which is from Haru. He has a chance to drop it as well. And the major rune ability you'll be able to get for this one is Accelerating Charge. Movement speed is increased by 30% while charging. And then to craft this, you're going to need the minor, 25 rune stones, 5,000 umbral shards, 5 corrupted lodestones. And then the ability you're able to get for the second trait for the cunning, you're able to get Empowering Charge. Outgoing damage is increased by 15% while charging, but explosive damage is reduced by 20%. For For that, you're going to need the major, the 10 wooden coins again, 50 vials of Azoth, 20 pristine sapphires. Also, start stacking up those sapphires, guys, because you're going to need them. And then for the stalwart heart rune of detonate, you're going to need the second ability you're able to get is leeching explosion. You heal for 50% of the damage done, but explosive damage is reduced by 30%. You're going to need the major, the 10 wooden coins, the 3 gypsum orbs, 20 pristine sapphires, the sapphires again, and then you're going to need 10 emerald gypsum for this one. And then for the brutal, escalating explosion. Explosion damage is increased by 30%, but you take 15% more damage while charging. So I think as you're charging this ability up, like all the light and heavy, it gives you like a meter. So all the light and heavy attacks you deal to fill up that meter. I think you're taking 50% more damage while you're doing that, while you're charging that meter. I think that's what it's saying. So the same thing, you're going to need the major, the 10 wooden coins, the 10 ruby gypsum, pristine sapphires, and 10 garnet gypsum. So that does it for this one. Let's move on to the final one, which is minor heart rune of cannon blast. Summon a cannon and fire a powerful long-range shot that deals 100% heart rune damage. I'm excited for this one actually because it looks really cool. Like I saw the trailer for the dev update, and it looked really cool. Able to just pull out a hand cannon and just fire it off. This one you're gonna need a tier 2 stone cannon table again, 7.5 coin, 8,000 barnacle material. And then you're gonna need what the ability it gives you for the major is burning blast. Inflicts burn on successful hit, dealing 10% heart rune damage per second for 5 seconds. Nice. And then to craft this one, you're gonna need the minor, 25 runes, 5,000 umbral shards, 5 corrupted lodestones. And then the abilities, the second trait you're able to get for the cunning is penetrating blast. Cannonball passes through enemies and cannot be blocked. And for that one, you're going to need the 10 wooden coins again, the 50 vials of Azoth, and then you need 1,000 saltpeter. Weird. Let's see. Stalwart, Heart Rune of Cannon Blast. This ability gives you Concussive Blast. A cannonball knocks enemies down but only deals 30% Heart Rune damage. And that one, you're going to need the 10 wooden coins, the 3 gypsum orbs, the 1,000 saltpeter, 10 emerald gypsums. And finally, the brutal Heart Rune of Cannon Blast. It says explosive blast. Cannonball explodes on impact, dealing damage within a 3 meter radius, but damage is reduced by 20%. So it deals an explosion within a 3 meter radius, but the damage is reduced by 20%. That doesn't seem very good, actually. I could be wrong. You need the 10 coins, 10 wooden coins, the 10 ruby gypsum, 1,000 saltpeter, and 10 garnet gypsum to craft that one. And this one's pretty cool too. You could get it from a mission too, like this minor rune right here. This is the only one you could get from doing a quest, or you could get it from Admiral Black Powder. He drops it as well. And then let's move on to the final keynotes here. So I put together some final keynotes to go over here to prepare for the update. So the first, you're going to want to level stone cutting to at least level 180. And if you need help with this part, I created a guide yesterday that goes over 0 to 200, the most efficient way possible to level stone cutting. If you want to check that video out, you can stick to the end of this video, or you could go to the link in the description. And then after you level that up, you want to make sure to craft 10 rune stones a day. You want to do this every day and just stockpile these runes up in your storage. After you do that, you want to start gathering material from each dungeon. Because you're gonna need 8,000 of it from each dungeon. And then umbral shards you're gonna want to stack up too. So just do your M10s, do all 25 of them a week if you can. You should have a good amount if you do that every week. And then you want to start collecting 3,000 saltpeter if you want all the legendary cannon blast heart runes. It requires 3,000. You want to stockpile uncorrupted lodestone. So this is kind of hard to get because you're going to have to do portals, or you can just put bioorders if you can on these. I'm probably going to end up doing portals as well. You're going to want to do the dailies for the emerald and the garnet gypsum because a lot of these runes require those, at least 10 each. So you're going to want to need a lot of them. So do those every day if you can. You You want to stock up on some feathers for the dark ascendant runes, because I think it's like 5,000 each for each legendary, so it's about 15,000 feathers you're gonna need if you want all 3 of these. You want to stock up on some thorny vines, stock up on the pristine sapphires. I would buy these now on the market while they're cheap. I would not wait. Go out and get them right now. You want to stockpile on some vials of Azoth, because some of them require 50 each, so you need a good amount of Azoth. And then you're going to want to stock up some Gemstone orbs. Just make sure you have some in your storage and ready to go for when this launches. Yeah, this is everything you guys are going to need to prepare for the update. You don't have to go crazy. You can take your time with it. Just take it step by step. Try to get as much done as you can. It's okay if you don't get it all done. It's just a little guide to help you prepare if you want to get those runes quick as possible. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this video. I'm going to leave a link to the whole slideshow at the end in the description. So if you want to check out this whole slide and go over each ability and go over it back again and see which one does, and on your own time, you're welcome to do that. I'll leave the file down below in the description, like I said. But yeah, guys, shout out to New World Database for providing us this information, and you can check them out too in the description as well. For everything New World, tips, tricks, guides, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys. Have a great day.